We're learning that Hamas has named 3 hostages it plans to release by the end of the day, potentially clearing the way for the Gaza truce. This comes after Israel said it would continue fighting in Gaza until the names were handed over in accordance with the agreement. Parallelly speaking, viewers, it's important to also highlight how there are some other cabinet ministers in the Netanyahu government that have been completely against this deal coming through. In fact, the country's far-right national security minister and 2 other ministers from his nationalist religious party have already resigned from the Netanyahu cabinet over the ceasefire deal. And that big warning came in from Prime Minister Netanyahu itself, Benjamin Netanyahu itself, who said that the ceasefire will not begin until Hamas releases the names of the captives. And now we're learning that following this warning, Hamas has officially conveyed and named 3 hostages it plans to release by the end of the day. I want to go across to my colleague Akanksha Swaroop joining us with more details. Yes, Akanksha, what more do we know? It does look like things are headed finally in the direction that the ceasefire may just turn into a reality in a phased manner.
Right, Christine, but still certain hiccups remain because remember the Israeli Prime Minister in fact has warned just some time before the ceasefire was to kick in on Sunday. Netanyahu said that the ceasefire, which is scheduled to begin, will not commence unless Hamas provides a list of hostages that should be released. And Hamas has, of course, said that this delay is due to some technical reasons. But the IDF has very much been instructed by the Israeli Prime Minister that they should not let the ceasefire begin until Israel has received that list of hostages. So that is the first hurdle which needs to be crossed. But in the latest, we are also learning that a British-Israeli woman will be among the first 3 hostages that Hamas plans to release today after this delay in ceasefire. Remember, the ceasefire was to kick in from 8:30 a.m. Israel time. The Gaza ceasefire, which was due to start then, is now, being held up because Israel is blaming Hamas for this delay. And it's not just the delay. In fact, IDF is also continuing to operate and strike various terrorist targets in Gaza. Ever since the deal was struck upon, we know that Israel and the IDF, in fact, continue to operate in Gaza. They are also continuing to strike several targets in Palestine as well. And just a short while ago, the IDF artillery and aircraft, in fact, struck a number of terrorist targets in northern and central Gaza as we speak. So the IDF, of course, remains very ready in offense and defense and will not allow any harm to its citizens of Israel, as its own statement is saying. So we'll have to see how soon the hostages are released and when the ceasefire kicks in.
Oh yes, but Hamas naming 3 hostages also comes right after Netanyahu's big warning to finally come out with that list of hostages. Many thanks, Akanksha, for joining us with all those details. We're tracking that very, very closely. Heading into a very short break for now. We'll be right back. Keep watching.
The last hour. Anything can happen between the bells. But what happens during the last hour is what matters the most. The biggest market swings. A close-up look at what's driving them and how the investors are reacting. Watch the most seasoned market mavens guide you through the most important hour of the trading day. NSE Closing Bell. At these times, only on CNBC TV 18 and CNBCTV18.com.
Hey, thank you for watching this on CNBC TV 18. Hope you liked it. For more such interesting news and updates, follow CNBC TV 18 on all the social media platforms.